Right. Let me know if you can see me. So. Oh my. Grackles are out. I'm gonna call this episode Weed Whacking Wednesday because guess what I'm gonna be doing today? I'll be whacking some weeds with my wiggling fingers. That's weird. Here's the progress of, sorry if you can see sweat. It's a very humid day and I can't really, there was an ant on the leaf, but lots of birds, they're going at it today. It's a warm day, so of course I would be too if I was a bird. But I'm just coming down from a sickness. Yeah, not feeling the greatest, but you know, this isn't about me, this is about my garden. So, yeah, I'm gonna be whacking some weeds. Let's go. In case it isn't incredibly obvious, there are so many weeds in this bed, like actually, like infestating? Basically getting in the way of my squash, which look at that progress. Yippee! And this one's doing pretty good too, which is pretty shocking considering he looked really, really sad after the transplant. The cucumber's looking great, and here's the big surprise. Look at this cutie patootie! He is growing! Look at him! Sorry. I get emotional when my babies are involved. Ugh, the wind is taking him wherever it wants to. But see, there's a bunch of weeds in this general. Actually, this entire garden bed is riddled with them. This, I swear, like, there we go. Sorry for my chopped nails. But yeah, they're like crappy and they're everywhere. So mama's whacking them, just going ham, just grabbing fistfuls. Okay, at this point it's the best I could do. Just toss them in the grass. I don't even care. Take the dirt with you too. POV, my my Valentine's Day, oof, you need a better angle of this. My Valentine's Day Snoopy socks in the middle of June. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Here's my peas. I need to like direct them towards the trellis, but you can see. Oh my goodness. And then there's another one down here. This, I have no clue what you are, so I'm taking you with me. I feel like the Grinch who stole Christmas, except I'm stealing weeds. Not the good kind either. Oh, look at that. Raspberry update. They look gray. But that's a good sign. That means they are actually forming. Means they were pollinated. Yippee! Mysterious plant. It's still mysterious. And the leaf is kind of disgusting, but that's okay. My marigold, however, is about to bloom. You see that? Tomato. This is the cherry from the last episode. Beefsteak. Cherry. I know it's hard to tell because there's a lot of weeds surrounding them, but there they are. Like, this is all garbage. I need to get rid of this. So I might just put you on a stand and do a time lapse of me just digging in the garden. You hear? Also, wanted to mention, honorable mention, grapes are forming. And they're like, living the dream, you feel me? Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Isn't that great? It's super whimsical. I feel like I'm in actually like a fairy garden. Except there's a lot more bugs. I don't know why this one's like butt naked. Sorry, butt naked. This one also doesn't have too many balls on it. But I assume that's just the normal process of grape development, but who knows? Oh, pretty. This one has a lot. I went on a walk and I collected a bunch of plants and just dropped them in a pot of water. Well, actually, it's a M&M's container, not sponsored. And they're just kind of slowly dying. But, you know, they were pretty for a few days, I think. The corn. The singular corn that survived the squirrel abuse. Squirrel ate my tree. It also ate my mint, I think. Actually, no, there's the mint's coming out, I think. Yippee! Let's say go, I'm gonna make my own homemade mint tea. Pear tree update. Not really much has changed. Mysterious plant update. Also not much has changed. It has a weird little green tip coming out, so I think that's exciting. I have not decided if that's a good thing or not. And my pollinator mix, it's coming along. I feel like I just need to be a little more patient with it, and it might be fruitful. So it's growing some leaves and stuff. So little baby steps for sure. Pollinator mix on this side. Not sure if this is weeds or if this is part of last year's vegetation or whatever it may be, but it's something is growing on this side of the garden bed for sure, and I'm not touching it except for like this grass stuff. I'm probably gonna pluck it out later. But this is where I planted my dill. No, not dill. Onion, scallions, whatever you may call it. Ooh, look at that spider. Where'd it go? Spider. Hello. Goodbye. Nice and pretty today. The sky is incredible. Wow. Look at those clouds. That is immaculate. I haven't seen a sky this pretty in a very long time. Literally last night, yesterday, all of this week. Bird. Let me know if you can see my weed whacking location. This is gonna be pretty quick, hopefully. Just want to get the big guys out of the way so that when the smaller ones grow out. Ooh, this might be a bad angle for my me, but that's okay. We're in the garden, not in a fashion show. Been having some good days to ride. It's been nice. We've had quite a bit of sun, which is why I think these guys are growing pretty well, pretty nicely. They're gonna train this whisker this way so he can go up here. Kind of worried about ripping out stuff from this side because I did plant some herbs here, but I guess everything takes time, and if I rip out an herb, maybe it just wasn't meant to be there, right? If we take that approach. I've been writing some more music lately. That's been fun. Just recently had some fireflies come out, so it's officially summer. Feels very whimsical. I enjoy these kind of days where things are relatively slow and warm. It's really humid though. Whoa. All right. Somebody's on a mission. Why can you like that too, mister? That was obnoxious. I'm not gonna do that again. There's this mysterious plant growing. Not sure what it is, and I think I plucked it out. So I guess we'll never find out what it is. I guess we'll never know. There's a lot of weeds to go through. My weed whacking phalanges are getting tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. I said keep digging. That's what I tell myself when I get tired in the garden. There's no such thing as getting tired in the garden. It's called positive grind set. The goal for today is not to whack all the weeds, because that's nearly impossible and I'll probably get burnt out. So we'll just whack the weeds that are... Oh, what's this pretty flower? I'll show you. Look at that. Underneath all the chaos, something pretty's hiding. And it's super tiny too. Look at my finger compared to it. It's a minuscule flower. That's so cute. Where did you come from? Where did it go? There it is. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Kanajo? That's not how the song goes. Ugh. Look at all damn weeds. Oh, wait, that might actually be... crap. That might actually be what I need. That might be the plant that I planted in that location. Dang it. That's why I'm so hesitant about weed whacking prematurely, because you don't know what's growing in here. I just ripped out something that I think was supposed to grow there. Sad toe wiggles. Alright. Time to weed whack here. Changing scenes. Something like this is crazy. These are humongous weeds, and they're quite literally everywhere. And like when you pull them out, they got a whole root system going on. You know they've been here for a while. My goal is to just get them out of here. Just at least disrupt them a little bit so they are less likely to return. But weeds don't really care sometimes. They just do what they do. Which is nice. I'm closer to the grass on this side, so I could just... It's been 84 years. Dude, it's so hot out here. I'm like fighting for my life. Thinking of going bald so it's a little breezier up top, you know? I'm so jealous of people who are like selectively bald. Like, they choose to be bald. Because, like, I don't know, you're just easy breezy beautiful. Especially for the summer. Can you imagine? Like, there's like sweat dribbling down my freaking nostril. I think I need to sit down. Oh, Grandma's getting old. I am one with the bugs. The weather is nice though. Like, it's humid, but back to it. If you see me plucking out a plant that looks like it's not a weed, mind your business. Everything's going according to plan. Lots of background noise tonight. Ow, my ankle's falling asleep. This is very not ideal. Started going to the gym for the first time in like months. Like walking the treadmill, getting all winded. It's like I used to be so fit, what happened? Life is nothing like Roblox. But on the bright side, I was able to run, I think it was 5.5 miles in the span of 1 hour, which or like 15 minutes. So it's like 10 minutes per mile, which is kind of crappy time, but you know, it's okay for me because it's been a while. I deserve a pat on the back and a cupcake. Speaking of cupcakes, I bought these like cream cheese filled cupcakes from the store today. I'm so excited to devour. I have not yet. I think I'm gonna reward myself after the garden because this is hard work. This is physical manual labor and I deserve a sweet treat. Mama deserves a snack. Surprisingly not very windy today. Chimes are not chiming. Maybe they're just sad. Oh, I just realized my garlic looks really sad. And whatever is going on here. That's crazy. I've neglected that side of the garden bed. To be fair, I've kind of neglected the entire garden bed for a little bit. Not to the point where... Excuse me? Y'all hear something? So, hitting this side of the garden, and then we can get to the other side of the garden. And I don't want to weed whack for too much longer because I'm feeling the patience wearing thin. And I kind of want to enjoy some outdoor time that isn't tied to digging in dirt for too long, because there's only so much dirt digging I could do before I go delirious. There you go. Delirious dirt digging. It's an episode for a future video. See me posted up with a shovel just digging. It is grounding to be able to just like, I don't know, touch dirt. That sounds weird, but it feels nice. I feel like I'm part of something bigger. Gives me a sense of realism, especially like when your mind starts to wander. Like, you know, and sometimes you're like, nothing's real, I don't exist. And then you're like, oh, but there's dirt under my fingernails and I'm real. Just me. I like feeling part of a system. That's why I strongly stand behind the fact that corporate life is the essence of evil. Life is a prison. And having a job is part of the problem. But obviously you can't get it, like, you can't do anything without an income. But you also waste pretty much all of your time. Day to day there might be small tasks that feel fulfilling, but in the grand scheme of things, it's all a scam. It kills the joy out of everything. The reason I think a lot of us as a society are struggling because we don't have the ability to fully enjoy and spend the time that we were always meant to have with nature and the surrounding creations around us. The grass, the flowers, the vegetables in our gardens, the sky. Can't take that for granted. So if that means coming home after a long day, sitting and digging in dirt, so be it. I need my vitamin D and my earth. Thumbnail. But yeah, I think I'm done with this side of the garden. Moving on. There's dirt in everything right now, but it's okay. Like I said before, it could be worse. So, back to it. Camera's slightly tilted, but it's okay. It's called not director's choice. What's that? Cinematography. Director's. What is it called? Where like the creator intentionally made it that way for the sake of the plot, or like, you know what I mean? So this is my plot. Centipede. I've been feeling creative spikes where like I get super creative and I want to do stuff, but then I realize I'm at work and I have 8 hours ahead of me. I get it, first world problems. I do wish I had more time. I wish I had more time for creativity and time to explore. Like, there's so much that we don't know. You know, like I got these books It was like flowers of North America and then birds of North America. My dad actually got them for me. I think he bought them. I don't remember if he got them from a family friend or Goodwill or whatever the backstory of these books are. The point is, I flipped through some of the pages, and it's so crazy to me how there are some things you just never get to see or experience just because there's no time, or there's no perceived time. Like, you think you're so busy, but at the end of the day, like, there's so much we miss out upon just because we're, I don't know, preoccupied with something else. At least I have a garden. At least I'm able to explore the bugs and the bees and the birds that are in the yard. I recently befriended a bird named Kevin. Well, I named him Kevin because he kind of looks like my cousin. But he eats cake like my grandpa. So it's quite incredible because I initially started leaving out like crumbs and bread and stuff to feed crows and like peanuts and stuff. But I ended up getting an unexpected visitor who, well, actually, here's the funny story. My mom ended up finding a cake in the garage that she wanted to save, like keep cold for the guests, and realized that some ants got into it. So instead of serving it to our guests, we left it outside on the porch to let the ants like leave the cake so we could bring the dish back in and clean it. And so within the few hours / maybe days, I don't remember how long we left the cake out there for, we got an unexpected visitor who started eating the cake. He was a funny little bird. He looked super goofy. And he had like a military style haircut. It's a cat bird. And he looked so much like my cousin that we named him Kevin. He has a wife. The wife is a little smaller than him because she didn't eat as much cake as Kevin did. We named the wife Mark. And they are they are frequent visitors of our cafe, which currently we have some grackles. They're like, I thought they were crows, but it turns out that they're not at all like crows. They're actually from a very different bird family. They're more similar to blackbirds than they are to crows / corvids, which, believe it or not, blue jays are like from the same family as crows, which I thought was fascinating because they look nothing like blackbirds / crows. There's another bird on the porch. I think that's Kevin. But basically, this Kevin bird has been my friend. He's been helping me through my solitude. In my solitude. Just kidding. But yeah, as a result of accidentally befriending Kevin, there's a whole family of grackles that are also now our friends. They kind of sound like that when they speak. They're like, grackle, grackle. So that's kind of, I think, why they're called grackles. I don't know. I actually never really researched that part of. I was so invested in my crow research that I completely forgot that other birds exist. And to see them all show up, it's incredible because like we've got some blue jays eating peanuts. I have footage to prove. We got some squirrels, unfortunately. We got some chipmunks. They're so cute. There's this one chipmunk that sometimes shows up, and he's so tiny. I didn't realize how small they are in comparison to squirrels. Squirrels are like this big, and they have a very bad posture. Like, man, get checked for scoliosis or something, because they're like, it's so cute. And there's a few, sparrows, I think they're called? Yeah, sparrows. There's tiny brown birds. I think I'm done for today for like weed whacking. I feel like if I keep weed whacking, I can't think of an alliteration that's similar to lose my mind. So whack my yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not too concerned about the path being riddled with weeds because like that was a crow. for sure. Ah! Yeah, I think... Ugh, don't look at my butt, even though I'm showing you loud and proud. I think I'm gonna probably wash my hands right here. I'll even give you a tour of how I do it. Because you need to see that. You really do, you know. It wouldn't be a YouTube video if I didn't over-explain every little thing I've done in detail. It's about the best they'll get being in the outdoors. So, here's a little bit of an update on how it looks. The weeds have been more or less cleared out. You can actually see where the tomato plants are. My goodness, somebody's going road rage. Yeah. Plants are a little more visible. This part seems a little better. Tried to clear out the general location where you can see where my stompers went. We have a little bird feeder here now, wind chimes, so, you know, they get to eat some food and enjoy some music in the restaurant. So, yeah. There's Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Meow. He kind of sounds like a cat when he sings. I completely forgot to mention, hello peas, this whimsical pot of my mother's garden is so beautiful. Look at these flowers. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning. So, that concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed my weed whacking Wednesday. Shirley did a lot of whimsical work. There we go. So, yeah. I'm gonna be, hopefully, what am I gonna be doing? I don't know if I need to water them because we're gonna have some rain soon. So, I feel like I broke my watering can. So, we got this fun little toy I'm probably gonna have to throw away. Can't think of any uses for it, so unfortunately this is just landfill. Yeah, stay tuned for more stuff in the garden. So I'm gonna enjoy some time under this grapevine because this is actually very I feel like I'm in oh, okay, immersion ruined. No, I still feel like I'm a fairy in a garden sometimes. But I think I'm gonna sit out here until the lights come out and try to breathe some air. But live, laugh, large.